Okay, we're getting close to wrapping this one up, but end of day 4. George Peet, how are you, brother?
Oh, better today.
No, you had a rough week. You looked like you were about to hang yourself yesterday. Tell us what you found out last night and fixed.
Basically the flap on my foil was basically the flap. There's a hinge, and mine wasn't really a hinge. Instead of moving like this, it was moving like this. So anytime the flap was loaded, it was discontinuous. So it was basically making a ridge in my foil like that the water's got to flow over. And
So you didn't actually have a foil. You had like a square ball of crap.
with corduroy, man. It was killing.
So it felt much better today, though. You had a top 10, and then you had 2 top 10s, didn't you?
Well, no, I had 9/11.
9/11.
But Bora sorted my shit out, and yeah, man, huge.
And then he pipped you at the line.
Yeah, that was my fault.
No.
I fucked that one up.
So how is it that something like that's so obviously negative? How come you missed that?
Oh man, there's so much stuff you can miss on these boats, and it just comes down to, I guess, not being that tuned in with, looking at the foils. And I don't know. I kind of got myself into a mode where like I didn't think I had much of a choice because this other one I have doesn't really fit on my vertical, and it was like, the other one was brand new. Like I've used it, sailed with it 12 days now, and it's just a complete piece of shit.
Wow.
So that's just the way life goes. You gotta be on that shit. And
Now is this a production foil, or is this one you guys made, or?
no, this is a production foil, and it's just like everything else, man. Sometimes you get some sweet gear, and sometimes you get a lemon. And I've just been sailing around with a lemon, losing my mind for the last 5 days, and whatever. But I got it fixed now, so I got to just keep trying to. I fucked up my starts today. I'll have better starts tomorrow, and I can be in the top 5 in the next couple races. I know I caned the shit out of some people today a couple times, and it felt really good. I sailed right around some guys who were just crushing me yesterday. So
It's got to give you. I mean, you walked in here. You knew you're fast. You knew you trained as much as anyone in the world, and you walked in here, and I mean, what did that do to your confidence? And now, how does that immediately just shoot your confidence back up?
oh, I mean, it just changes everything completely. Unfortunately, the bleeding went on for too long, man. The point spread's pretty brutal, but we'll see. I just got to hang in there and try to make the best of it, and try to keep hanging in there.
What's left on the Moth schedule for this year?
Oh, I'm packing it up for quite a while after this, man. I've invested way too much time and money and came here and haven't had that great of a result, and I got to focus on working and trying to do better in the Malgus 32 class and trying to get some big boat jobs. I want to get a Volvo job, and unfortunately you come here and you do poorly, and that doesn't really help your cause anywhere around the world, but whatever, I'll fight through it. And yeah, just
That's right. You boats with big sponsors. You make sure you hire George, and we'll give you all the coverage you want. All right.
sweet. Now, got to focus on the Malgus 32. That's the project from here until some Canada's Cup stuff starts.
You're gonna be with the Heartbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan right now. I have a sneaking suspicion that Ed Reynolds and the guys at Quantum Sales have their own plan for that boat. But I'll fight and I'll hang in there and try to stand my ground and try to put together a good team and a good effort. And if some stuff happens down the road, I guess so be it. I guess at least I saw it coming. But
I think if Heartbreaker lets you go, I think there's be quite a few other of these possible defenders. If there is a defender trial that we're hoping for, who'd love to pick you up.
Yeah, and the hardest part is right now I'd just like to know where everyone stands. And we can talk more about this later as things become more public, but I kind of have my own idea of how things are going to work, and I'm not always the most positive person. So my negative attitude might be playing a little bit into my foresight here, but on the other hand, I know how these games work, and I've been on both sides of the coin many a times, so I got to cover my own ass. But I think I'd like to definitely go with Bayview, my home yacht club. If they mount a challenge, that would be sweet. But for now I'm sticking with Bob, and he's done really well so far. They had a rough one in Miami, and that's how that class goes. I mean, you look at the French guys; they were no better than mid-fleet, bottom third up until they were pretty good in Key West. They were really good in Key West, and I mean, it just goes to show a couple little things, and you turn it on, and you're at the top of that fleet. And I'm sure everyone watched. It doesn't take much. You know, if you get one guy who makes a couple good calls in a couple races, you're winning a regatta.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes. And you can be as average as you want in the rest of the races. So, gonna keep hanging in there on all fronts.
All right, brother. Well, we'll look for some more good stuff for you, and we're gonna do some more speed tips. I think later in the week from you. I don't know if JC exhausted all your knowledge just yet.
No, I had a wealth of knowledge open up to me yesterday and this morning, so I'll have a few things to talk about.
All right. Well, fucking go fast the rest of this time, man. We want to see you kick ass. All right.
Right on. Thanks.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
No, I love you.